And I always have been getting the question, you know, what do you prefer, retail or Eden? And I still stand by it. They're both amazing. It's tough, and a lot of people have always are asking like, well, which is better? Why are you playing this right now? When it comes to both retail or Eden. And I think right now, I wish there was an official version because it would be easier to offer both for their own reasons. I think it still is, but that's one of the bigger detractors. It's like it's not an officially supported Square Enix product. It's a fan-supported product. But like Eden allows you that opportunity to, you know, along with other private servers, get as close as you can in 2021 to how the game felt in the mid-2000s. It's not always perfect. There's some mobs that aren't quite the same, some bugs that didn't exist or existed differently, content that's missing, content that just doesn't work, areas that are more populated than they should be, areas that are less populated. But when you log in, you still have that same feeling of like, I don't have time to do everything I possibly could want to today. I can only fit in a few things. A lot of my time might be spent traveling, just wandering Vanadil, farming in a random corner could be all I do today for some money. You get excited about Beastman seals and silk threads dropping from crawlers because every little bit of gil counts. I was tempted to go to Ifrit's Cauldron to do mining, which is incredibly dangerous at level 53. It's certain death if I'm captured, which happened many times, just because it was such a financially amazing return. That's kind of the best way I can think to describe it, is like the little moments are exciting again. The efficiency when you get a good party, when you get out of a level range and you're like, oh, now I can go to the jungles now instead of just Quiffham, or we're ready to go to the Garlish Citadel if we wanted to, and now I can do the Chains of Prometheia quest. And like all that stuff is still there in retail, but you pass by it so quickly with the trust system. There's less than. But having said that, the same coin is on the other side. Like why am I playing retail right now? Why would anybody want to play retail? And because in many ways, the classic style of Final Fantasy XI was incredibly slow and time consuming. And yes, that has a lot of positives. Hang on, watch me wreck this guy real quick. But it also isn't necessarily feasible in everybody's day-to-day. And retail has created an approach that allows you to experience the amazing Vanadil, all of its systems, all of its gameplay, all of its nooks and crannies by yourself, and experience all the incredible storylines. Countless hours by yourself or with a couple friends. And I love that. And if you're still looking for the intense difficulty, the gameplay that every split second matters and your choices could mean the difference between victory and defeat, it's still there at the end game, even though aspects of it can be a little frustrating. So I think they both have their pros and cons, and I know I've said that before, but like they really are two truly different experiences that offer different benefits. And I think there's a good selling point for either. That's why I keep hopping back and forth. Vortex, I put over 30k hours on retail. I started over and maxed out 2 characters in Eden and got a third half done. I mean, that if I can make some assumptions about your experience with Final Fantasy 11, you love the game for all that it is. You love experiencing leveling. You love doing